Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining me. I'm Cheryl. This is Your Journey Yoga, and it is an absolute pleasure to have you with me. Thank you so much. I know there are a bazillion options out there to choose from, and I just want you to know how much I appreciate you choosing to spend a little time with me today on your mat. Even if you don't have a mat, you don't necessarily need one, but always makes things a little bit easier. Just willing spirits, an open mind, hopefully a smile on your face, and if not, maybe by the end. But I hope you're well, my friends, and we're just going to get a full body. Fairly quick today so that you can get on with your day. I know that sometimes it's great to spend an hour or even more, but sometimes we just got to get her done. So just some time for you to unplug, to connect mind, body, and spirit. So without any more being said, you guys, let's get going. Starting in a tabletop position today. Hands shoulder width apart, knees hip width, core is nice and strong. I want you to lift out of those shoulders and I want you to lengthen through the crown of the head. I want you to feel strong and solid, adjusting however you need to adjust. If you're feeling a little bit off, take a second and really adjust to find where you feel strong, grounded, rooted into the earth. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, draw that left ear towards your left hip, hip towards your ear. Take your gaze just out beyond that left pinky. And then inhale it back to center, keeping that core strong as you exhale. Right ear, right hip, just taking your gaze out beyond that right pinky. Inhale it back to center, and we continue to move with the pace of our breath. Exhale, left ear, left hip, gazing beyond that left pinky. Inhaling back to center. Exhale, other side. Right ear, right hip. And bring it back to center. Now keep your gaze between your hands and just sway your hips side to side, nice and easy. Nothing crazy. Just wagging your tail. Keeping that core strong. Finding that breath. Now if it feels good to you, go a little bit bigger. Side to side, a little pause as you reach kind of that deep stretch. Just waking up through those hips, staying strong through the belly. Breathe. Let's do one more each side. Keeping that core strong. Coming back to center. And sit it back to child's pose. Extend those arms out nice and long. Hips back towards your heels and relax the weight of your head down. Kind of just let yourself sink. So depending upon where you are in your day, do we have a tendency to be a little more tight in the morning? Absolutely yes. And depending upon what you've been doing during the day, you might tighten up at night. Maybe it's all the work that you've done and your body is just tired. So taking that into account, showing yourself some grace, being kind. As you're ready, extend those arms out nice and long. We're going to inhale it up to a modified plank. And then exhale it back to your child's pose. So just mobility through the shoulders, through the hips. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhaling it back up, modified plank. Exhaling back to child's pose, gluing those hands. Just feeling that length in the arms. Inhaling it back up to that modified plank. Exhaling and sitting it back to child's pose. Inhale, lift the forehead, tuck the toes, press and lift your hips to the sky. Up we come to our downward facing dog, our inverted V. Hands are shoulder width apart, feet are hip width. And we're going to alternate bending knees, walk it out. Nice big deep breaths. So as we move through our practice, kind of setting an intention for the day. Thinking about the things that we want and we need to get done. Again, showing yourself some grace, having a sense of humor, guys. Not everything goes as planned. We inhale it up to the balls of the feet. Exhale, press the chest and shoulders toward your thighs. Reach your sit bones high. And as you exhale, let your heels gently sink. We shift our weight to our left foot, right toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that right foot to the outside of your right hand, bringing that back knee to the mat. Keep your toes tucked under and just let your body weight be heavy coming forward. So we're stretching through the feet, through the toes, through the groin, through the hips, through the front of that left leg. We're lifting out of those shoulders. Breathe. One more good breath in. And as you exhale, sweep that right foot back. And extend it down to child's pose. Let's inhale it to high plank. Toes or knees, crocodile down. Press it through up dog. And exhale to down dog. Shifting your weight to your right foot, left toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that left foot to the outside of the left hand, keeping those toes tucked under. Place that back knee down and let those hips be heavy. Adjust your hands if you need to. Just letting yourself sink, lifting out of those shoulders, guys. We want to make sure that we're not sinking in. Stay long through the crown of the head. So we feel that nice stretch through the front of that right leg, definitely through the groin on that left side, into that left hip. Breathe. One more big breath in. And as you exhale, lift your hips, sweep it back, extend left leg to the sky. And gently release it down to down dog. We inhale it to high plank. Releasing that left knee to the mat, otherwise legs stay long. We rotate and extend right arm to the sky. Reach it up just as high as you can reach. Now we're going to stagger our feet. You can have that bottom knee down, so that left knee down if you like. And we're going to tap our foot front to back. So if that knee is down, same thing. Tap your foot front to back. So we're just crossing that mid-plane. So you can be down on the knee or you can be up. I want you to reach up as high as you can reach. If you can find a smile on your face, I want you to make it happen. Breathe. If you're like, yeah, I'm not quite yet, it's okay. Breathe. Last one to the back. Bring it forward, roll it forward, back to plank, and we're going to go directly into the other side. Right knee down if you like, otherwise legs long, and we rotate. A staggered stack, or a staggered stance, I should say, of those feet. Breathe so that knee can be down, or that leg can be long. We're going to tap to the front and the back, just passing over that midline. So if your foot's there, yep, that's your foot. Otherwise, just that imaginary foot if that knee is down. And we're managing the shifting of our body weight through the shoulder, through those hips. We are super strong through the core. Lifting out of the shoulder. Breathe. Let's do one more. And come back to front and roll it back to plank. Lift your hips to down dog. Alternating bending knees, walk it out. That was a little fiery one, wasn't it? Find that breath. As you exhale, let both heels sink. Taking the gaze between your hands, walk, step, or hop to forward fold. And we're just going to bend those knees as much as we need to, and we're going to flip those hands, back side of the hand to the mat, just along the outside edge of your foot, and then relax the weight of your head. Breathe, kind of just a little variation of gorilla. We're going to glue the back of our hands to the mat. We're going to lengthen through the crown of the head. We're going to press the back of the hands into the mat as we lift the upper body. Breathe. So with those hands just slightly outside of the foot, a nice little space between those shoulder blades. A little more challenging because the back of the hands want to pull off of the mat. We're going to keep them glued down and then slowly release all the way back down. Shift your weight back to your heels. Release your hands. Bring the hands to the elbows. Soft bend in those knees and gently sway side to side. Find your breath. Big deep breaths, guys. So cleansing. We come back to center. Release the arms and ever so slowly roll it on up. With a big shoulder roll at the top, shoulders slide down and away. We pull the hands to heart center. We shift our weight to our left foot, right big toe barely touching the earth, and then roll that right knee open. So as we come to our tree pose, that big toe can remain resting on the mat, or begin to slide your foot up along the inside of your leg, above or below the knee, just so not long as you're not pressing right on your knee. And standing tall, find that breath. Interlacing your fingers, pressing your palms out and up. Relax the shoulders, pull them down and away. Strong through the belly, strong through those legs. Soft through the shoulders. Now release your hands, circle the arms around behind your back, interlace your fingers, all but the index finger and thumb. Roll those shoulders back and down. Reach your index fingers towards the earth. Core is strong. We slowly begin to lift the arms, doing our best to keep those ribs from popping out. So really draw that bottom of the rib cage in and down. So rather than opening and letting that chest really flare out, stay tall. Just lifting those arms as high as we can get them without popping that rib cage. And then slowly bring the hands back down. Pull the hands back to heart center. Gently release that right knee forward and out to 90 degrees. Flex your foot. Breathe. Now we're going to circle that right foot out and around. So that whole leg is going to come out and around, and we're going to take about a big step back, about halfway back to our warrior stance, crossing that left leg just a bit. Now I want you to reach up with that right hand, reach down with that left, and lean back just a little bit. Some weight, like 50% of your weight. So even out that weight, maybe 60-40 to that back leg. Oh, reach it up. Now inhale it up nice and tall. Pull that right foot or back behind the left, bringing the hands to touch. Overhead, interlace your fingers, press your palms to the sky. And as you exhale, lean to the left. That feels good. Stretching that IT band, the hip, the waist, the rib cage, the arm. Inhale it up tall. And exhale, lean to the right. Press through that left palm. Beautiful stretch down that left side. Inhaling it back up. Pull the hands to heart center. Step that right foot out from behind the left. Standing tall in mountain. And we lift that left knee. Big toe just barely touching the earth. Rolling that left knee open like a figure 4. And then if it feels right to you, begin to slide that left foot up above the leg, or up above the ankle, above or below the knee, just so long as you're not pressing right on that knee. Staying where you are. We just want to find success. We want to balance and be successful in that balance. Interlace your fingers, press your palms out and up, and then soften those shoulders. Strong through the belly, grounded through that right foot. Feeling centered. Breathe. Now, if on those days where your balance is just having a hard time, some of it could be weather related. So depending upon what's going on with that barometric pressure, some of it could be dehydration. Have you had much of your water today? Some of it could be emotional. How are you feeling? How are the stress levels? Some of it might be what you've had to eat. Circle those arms around behind your back. Interlace your fingers, all but the index finger and thumb. Roll those shoulders up and back. Lengthen through those fingertips. Now, keeping that rib cage from popping out, lift the arms. So really firing up through the front of the shoulders, strengthening through the chest, strengthening through that upper and middle back, challenging your balance as that weight distribution is a little bit different. How does your body respond? Is it challenged, or do you find it easy? I hope you find it easy. And slowly bring your hands back down, pulling those hands back to heart center. And we release that left foot, coming to a 90-degree bend, and flex your foot. Breathe. So we're going to circle that left leg around. Oh, go slow, controlling it. And we're going to step that left foot a little bit behind and across towards that right outside edge of your mat. I want you to even out that weight in your feet and then lean back on that left foot a little bit. Left arm reaches to the sky, right arm reaches towards the ground. Oh, take your gaze to the sky. So a little challenge for the balance. Just feels so good as you get that stretch down that left side and you're reaching through those right fingertips. Breathe, stretching through the toes, the arch of the foot. Feel all those different muscles working through the legs, through the core. Inhale, we rise, straightening that back leg, straightening the front leg. And we're going to pull that left foot in behind the right, pulling those hands to heart center. Inhale, reach to the sky. Interlace your fingers, turn your palms to the sky, and as you exhale, lean to the right. That feels good. Breathe. Inhaling it up tall. And as you exhale, lean to the left. Getting those IT bands, the waist, the rib cage. Oh my goodness, that just feels so good. And inhale it back up. Pull those hands to heart center. Let's step back to the top of the mat, feet hip width apart. Bend your knees, place your hands just above the knees, fingertips pointing inward. Take a big breath in, press the chest forward, arch your back, gaze to the sky. Standing cat and cow, exhale, hollow. Tuck your chin. Inhale, press it through, arch your back, gaze to the sky. Exhale in hollow. One more time each way. Inhale, press it through, arch your back. And exhale, hollow. And inhale it back to center. Reach to the sky. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, take a giant step back with your left foot. Back knee can come to the mat if you like, otherwise knee is off. Circle those arms up and overhead. Inhale, reach to the sky, and as you exhale, turn to the right. Open your arms out to a T. And inhale, turn back to face front. Again, turning to the right. Exhale, open. Far as you can open. Inhale, reach to the sky, come back to center. One more time to the right. Open, spread your fingers wide. Breathe, lengthen through those fingertips. Oh, that feels good, strong. Slowly releasing that left hand down, right arm reach to the sky. Spread your fingers, reach as high as you can reach. And as you exhale, release that right hand down, one hand on either side of your foot. Make room for that left foot as you step it in to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale, wrap your arms around the backs of the legs, line your forearms up with your calves as best you can, or just hold on to those calves. Use the strength of your arms to pull that upper body in. Breathe. A little shift your weight forward into those toes. Center your weight, release those arms. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, giant step back with your right foot, back knee to the mat if you like. Circle those arms overhead to your crescent lunge. Inhale, reach to the sky, and as you exhale, turn to the left. Open those arms out to a T. Inhale, turn back to face front. Two more times, guys. As you exhale, open. Inhale, back to face front. Last time, this time, hold it. Spread your fingers wide. Lengthen and reach. Breathe. Releasing that right hand to the inside of that left foot. Left arm extends to the sky. Reach up as high as you can reach. Spread those fingers. Lengthen out of the shoulder up to the tips of those fingers. Breathe. As you exhale, release that left hand down. Making room for that right foot. Giant step in to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, shift your weight to your heels, core is strong, and slowly lower yourself down. Taking care of those knees, finding a safe way to come down onto your bottom. If the knees feel great, come down into a tight little tuck and extend those arms. Breathe. Now holding just on your bum for a second. We'll meet you there in a sec. Or pulling those hands into heart center. Let's shift some weight forward, lifting those heels. Lifting the chest, leveling out those legs. Breathe. So just making a nice flat little tabletop with your thighs. Stretching the arches of your feet and your toes. Waking up those feet, waking up the core. Now slowly transitioning back to the heels, managing that weight distribution. Release your hands, come on down onto your bum. And let's extend those legs out nice and long. Flex your feet, reach to the sky. Lengthen and hinge it forward. Tummy down, chest down, hands, and relax the weight of your head. Inhale, reach it out. Sit up nice and tall. And as you exhale, release your hands. down by your sides. We're going to tuck that right foot underneath us, left foot to just below the knee or cross to the top of the knee and sit up as tall as you can sit. Feels right to you, wrap the crook of that right elbow around your knee and pull it in. Sit up tall. Now turn and take your gaze out over that left shoulder with a little tuck of your chin towards that left collarbone. Gently lift your gaze, turn it back to face front, and we switch sides. Tucking that left leg underneath, right foot to the base of your knee or cross to the top of the knee. Sit up as tall as you can sit. Feel that length in your spine. You can close your eyes, just breathe. Wrapping the crook of that left elbow around the knee, pull it in nice and tight, hug it in. And if it feels right to you, turn, take your gaze out over that left shoulder. Breathe. And slowly releasing that rotation, coming back to face front. Let's come to easy pose, crisscrossing those legs, sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, right hand down, left arm up and over. I hope you've enjoyed your time. I hope this has felt super good. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, left hand down, right arm up and over. If you're hankering for a little bit more, you can always stack the videos. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, lengthen, hinge it forward. Little tap. And reach it out. Hinge it all the way back up. Interlace your fingers, pull your hands behind your head, elbows wide. And as you exhale, gently pull the chin down. Close those elbows around your ears. Hopefully setting the tone for what remains of your day. I hope it just is going to be absolutely awesome. Inhale, head up nice and tall, open those elbows wide. Gently rest your hands in your lap or on your knees, finding a comfortable place where we can close our eyes. Feels right to you, bring your index finger to gently touch your thumb. Otherwise, just let your hands rest. And let's take just a moment with a sense of gratitude and joy, thanking our bodies, our minds, our breath for taking us on this journey, for being willing participants in our well-being. Keeping that sense of humor, letting go of that ego. Showing grace and kindness. Embracing our strengths, as well as understanding our limitations. It's all part of the journey, my friends. Let's gently open the eyes, take a big breath in, reach to the sky, and exhale, pull your hands to heart center. And it's our journey. How cool is that? Thank you for joining me so much on my journey and allowing me to be a part of yours. Take care of yourself. Be well. As always, you guys, light and love to each and every one of you. Until the next time, namaste.